Check this out. Ooh. Wow. Just wow. This is beautiful. And I'm looking at it through prison bars. I'm not the one in prison. This area is in prison. It is completely locked up with spiky gates all around. And it is in the middle of an extremely chaotic, busy, and loud urban scene. And because I just happened to be walking by here and took a quick glance to my right, realized, oh my God, there's stairs here. What are they? Because I almost fell over and fell into the stairs, trying to avoid passersby on the sidewalk. I realized this is the granary. I completely forgot it was here. I forgot the granary was here in Boston. This is the granary, folks. Wow. And there's a lot of traffic around right now. It's like all hell broke loose last few minutes. This is the granary. I forgot it was here. I have not been here probably in about 10 years. Even though, again, it is in the middle of downtown Boston, smack in the middle of everything. Who can forget that the granary is here? Well, I did. And I almost fell into these stairs on my way sidestepping a group of people on the sidewalk. And as you can see, it's a really busy downtown corner right here with lots and lots of people walking by. Middle of rush hour, so tons of traffic. Suffolk Law School right here. I used to study in their library when I was in my PhD program. Interestingly enough, I spent 5 years sitting in the law library hoping that I wouldn't get kicked out because I wasn't a law student. I was a PhD student from the College of Arts and Sciences, but they always let me study here anyway. That's before they allowed the College of Arts and Sciences to migrate around to different buildings. Back when I was a PhD student here at Suffolk, the College of Arts and Sciences was exclusively contained on the other side of Beacon Hill, over by the Sawyer Library, which is on the other side of Beacon Hill. Right now you're looking at the bottom part of Beacon Hill, and this is the granary right here. And it is one of the most beautiful places in the downtown area, except that people forget it's here because it's literally locked up much of the time. But it's so beautiful. It looks like something out of a Chronicles of Narnia movie, all of which I read when I was in 6th grade. I spent my entire 6th grade year reading and rereading the Chronicles of Narnia. This looks like something that might be out of one of the Narnia books. Not that they had historical figures in Narnia, they had mythical figures. This is where Benjamin Franklin is buried. Other historical notables from Boston, clearly. Maybe John Hancock, maybe Sam Adams, I'm not sure. Samuel Adams was actually the founder of a radical underground patriotic group that a lot of people don't even know about, called the Sons of Liberty. I love the Sons of Liberty. They're the ones who literally got the American Revolution going. The Sons of Liberty lit a fire under the ass of the American Revolution, and they were instrumental in getting the Patriot Network, sort of, which was kind of underground at that time, organized and mobilized. That was Samuel Adams. He didn't just make beer. He was a galvanizing force in the nascent American Revolution movement, which in 1775 was not yet a revolution. It was just a bunch of, little groups of people hanging out in people's garages. They didn't have garages back then. They had barns and carriage houses, but you know what I mean. And some of them are buried here. This is a granary. I visited this place when I was on tour with my high school back in the late 80s. I was maybe 16 years old. My high school is located in Southern California in San Diego, but we still had the funding and the resources to send a group of AP students, one of which was me, out here to Boston. And we visited places like this, and this is just an amazing place. I'm so glad I accidentally literally stumbled upon the stairs to this locked entrance right here this evening, because really it's like a time capsule in the middle of a urban jungle of the 20th and 21st century architecture that you see in front of you. These are really steep steps, and I didn't see them because I'm legally blind, and I almost fell over, tripping over this step when I was trying to get out of people's way. What's going on here? Okay. All of a sudden, anyway. So, you see these gates, they don't let people in after a certain time. And maybe there were too many tourists or whatever. I don't know. And so they lock them up. I think they only do tours for a few hours a day just to keep the area and its historic monuments preserved, right? Okay, so that just answered my question. Paul Revere and Benjamin Franklin are buried here. I wasn't sure if it was Sam Adams and maybe John Hancock, because John Hancock was also a member of the Sons of Liberty. But yeah, okay, Paul Revere. It's just amazing. So cool. So cool. Oh, here we go. The traffic circus of the urban jungle never fails to amaze in terms of its noise and disruption. Did I say noise? Yes, I did. I'm going to say noise again. Noise. But I guess that's what makes being in the city kind of fun and exciting for short periods of time. When you have to deal with it all the time, then it gets annoying. And then you find places like this or forget that they were there, then re-find them. And it's like, wow, just beautiful. Was that a feather that just fell? I think it's either a feather or a leaf, and because I'm so blind, I can't see what that is. Amazing. I think it's a feather. How cute. A feather just landed in front of me. I love that because I didn't realize there were birds anywhere. I guess there would be if there's trees. If there are trees around, there are probably birds. Maybe it's a white leaf. Maybe I'm just mischaracterizing what I'm looking at because I can't see what it is. Could be a white leaf, but I really don't think there's that many white leaves when most of the trees are still green and it has not even turned into autumn yet. So we're still in summer. Today is September 12th, Thursday, September 12th. It's right around 6:30 p.m. here in beautiful downtown Boston, where I used to go to graduate school for my PhD program. When I graduated, it was, let's see, how many years ago did I graduate from this program? 2016. Oh my God, 17 years ago. I graduated from Suffolk University's College of Arts and Sciences, where I spent 5.5, 6 years in a PhD program. I graduated in 2000. What year? So Jesus Christ, that was 18 years ago. 18 years ago, I graduated, and I did not hang out in the granary while I was in that program, but I used to walk past here all the time. Forgot it was here. I haven't been here since well before the pandemic. Forgot how beautiful it is. And it's probably called the Granary because they used to store grain here in this area back when they were still grazing cows on Boston Common. And believe it or not, it is actually illegal to this day to graze cows on Boston Common. I think you have to register them, but you can still bring your cattle to Boston Common and graze the cows and maybe sheep on Boston Common. That's still legal. They might get hit by these buses though, so I don't know how well that would work out. Oh, cute. Oh, look at, they're just the cutest. I love old people. They're adorable. Anyway, that used to be the library where I studied for almost 6 years when I was in my PhD program, because my friends and I from the College of Arts and Sciences used to do a little tour around Beacon Hill to get to the Suffolk Law School, where we would do most of our studying because it's just a nicer library and larger facility. And so I'm quite familiar with this building right here, which is Suffolk Law School. And I think now they changed it to just Suffolk. So it's like a multi-use Suffolk building. But it did used to be the Suffolk Law School that housed the Suffolk Law Library. That's still there, but now I think it's just a library for everybody. It's no longer just the law school, as far as I know. Anyway, I spent many dozens and dozens and dozens of hours there studying my brains out, and it actually worked because my thesis for my PhD program was selected for national publication and presentation at the National Convention of the American Psychological Association. And you can actually Google my name and see my program listing in the APA's presentation program for the National Convention in 2007. You're welcome.